Most people don't realize this, but almost half the systems out there are not the right size. So that could lend to some comfort issues in the home.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Jared with 5 Star Home Services, and today we are with one of our comfort advisors, Josh. Josh, how are you?
I'm great today, man. How's it going?
Going well.
Yeah.
So today we are going to talk about everything and anything AC replacements.
Okay.
So summertime is coming, and customers want to make sure that their AC units are working during the hot summer days.
Man. Absolutely.
So Josh, what are some signs that an AC unit may need to be replaced?
Well, I think some of the basic signs are kind of like, hey, you know, it was the end of the year last year or during the summer, maybe it wouldn't keep up on some of those hot days. Age is always relevant, you know, any weird noises or anything that it's making, or if you've had to have multiple repairs, that's just going to keep going.
Absolutely, and I'm sure there's a point where repairing it constantly versus getting the replacement makes more sense.
Yeah, the repair versus replace is something that kind of helps you realize that, wow, I could put a bunch of money in here and I don't really have a warranty. I don't have anything for sure that's going to make sure this thing's going to keep going.
What does that look like regarding the process for when a comfort advisor comes to the home?
Sure, it's really easy, actually. You know, it's an in-home visit. It doesn't cost anything. And we really care about what's going on in the home and how you use the system. So we want to make sure that we gather some information so we can direct you in the right way or kind of make recommendations based on how you use it. And so it's a formal conversation. We measure up your duct system, the furnace area, because the furnace is definitely part of that AC system, right? So, and then we do a load calculation to make sure that everything's sized properly. And most people don't realize this, but almost half the systems out there are not the right size. So that could lend to some comfort issues in the home. And then we sit down and, you know, we take the measurements that we need, measure the house, and then we sit down and go over options for you.
Wow. I think as a homeowner, we can all appreciate the level of detail that truly goes into that first initial estimate, making sure that we are giving our customers the best system for their home and their level of comfort.
Oh, absolutely. You know, and that's really what it's all about. It's, you know, this is your home. This is your comfort zone. Everybody is a little bit different. Some people like it to be 68 degrees when it's 95 out. You know, some people don't want to use the air conditioner as much. So these are all things that are important to help us understand what the best fit for you is.
Absolutely. So the final question, and this is what everybody is trying to figure out. I know times can be tough right now and families are on a budget. How much does a typical AC unit cost?
So the reality is you're going to be $7,000 and more depending on your system and needs, you know, what the requirements are. But the great news is that we do everything we can to help you make this happen. The budgets are obviously important. You know, not everybody has disposable cash just laying around, and not everybody is prepared to replace anything in their home concerning the HVAC, right? So we have multiple financing platforms to kind of help you get through it. So we really try to make it very easy and make sure that you're getting the right things for you in the home.
Josh, thank you so much for all of that information. And for everyone watching at home, if you are interested in learning more about an AC replacement and how we can help, just call 5 Star. We'd be happy to send one of our experienced comfort advisors to give you a free estimate. Take care.